Welcome to another edition of the Flood Watch podcast. This is Congressman Mike Flood, here to bring you the latest updates from Capitol Hill, key issues in Washington, as well as the news impacting both Nebraska and the nation. This week has been packed with developments that will shape the new Congress. First, House Republican leadership is negotiating a budget deal with Senate Democrats. Meanwhile, Speaker Mike Johnson is pushing for a continuing resolution into early next year. A continuing resolution will keep the government running while House Republicans work toward passing these spending bills after Republicans take over the White House and the Senate in January. Next, the Financial Services Committee held its final hearing of the year. As a member of that committee myself, it was a bittersweet moment. This was one of the last hearings by Chairman Patrick McHenry, who is not only my colleague but has also become a good friend. Over the past couple of years, Chairman McHenry has been an inspiration and served as a mentor for me. First elected to represent North Carolina's 10th District in 2004, he has been a dedicated institutionalist and a leader in driving financial innovation. Perhaps most significantly, Chairman McHenry served as the first Speaker pro tem of the House following Speaker McCarthy's ousting last October. I recently welcomed Chairman McHenry to Lincoln to talk about the Flyover FinTech Conference. I know wherever Chairman McHenry takes on next, he will make a profound impact. During the hearing, I was also able to ask expert witnesses about the benefits of a U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin and how that would help everyday Americans. By supporting efforts like President Trump's push to modernize our currency, we can ensure that the dollar remains the world's reserve currency. I also asked witnesses how federal regulators could understand digital assets better. Their answer was clear. Regulators need hands-on experience with cryptocurrencies to bridge this knowledge gap. Overall, this hearing underscored the progress we've made in promoting financial innovation and equipped lawmakers with fresh ideas to maintain America's position as the world's financial leader. In other news, Congress welcomed two prominent figures to Capitol Hill this week, Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk and former presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. President Trump recently appointed these trailblazers to lead the Department of Government Efficiency, which is also known as DOGE, a new initiative launched by President Trump. DOGE has set its sights on cutting wasteful spending in Washington. From cost-cutting to improving efficiency, DOGE will release their findings to the president. I'm looking forward to working with these two men as House Republicans team up with them to cut government waste. Finally, I'd like to highlight crucial legislation I introduced recently. The bill is called the Bonus Transparency Act. This new legislation requires all bonus pay to certain senior federal government employees be reported annually to Congress. My proposal comes after the VA's Inspector General found that nearly $11 million were improperly awarded to senior bureaucrats. The funds for these bonuses were supposed to go towards recruiting and retaining VA employees. The fact that Congress learned about this misuse of taxpayer dollars after an Inspector General report discovered it is unacceptable. My bill ensures transparency by requiring annual disclosure of these payments, effectively preventing such abuses in the future. I'm happy to announce that Chairman of the House Veterans Affairs Committee, Mike Bost, Nebraska's own Congressman Adrian Smith, Congressman Derek Van Orden, and Congressman Juan Ciscomani have joined with me as original co-sponsors. I look forward to working with them to get this critical legislation passed. Before we wrap up, here's a reminder. If you're interested in attending the 60th presidential inauguration on Monday, January 20th, 2025, you can request tickets through my website. Seats are limited and the deadline to apply is January 1, so don't wait. Visit flood.house.gov and look under the Services tab to register. And that wraps up this week's Flood Watch podcast. If you haven't already, sign up for my Flood Watch newsletter at flood.house.gov to stay in the loop with updates straight from Washington. Once again, thank you for listening, and I hope you and your family stay warm as we enter the Christmas season.